On Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Friday, December 1st. I cannot believe it is December already. It's that time of year where people in this area start freaking out about the fact it's not snowing enough yet. Jeannie just told me this morning that it's supposed to get warm next week. It's supposed to be in the 50s and 60s middle of next week while it snows in the rest of the country. Boo-hoo. Too bad. So sad. I'll keep riding mountain bikes.
Nope, not seeing that.
Are you coming?
Yeah.
It said they were added by A1 Vacuum and Sewing. I didn't approve.
Did you add okay, we'll deal with it later.
Okay.
So
I would check the register. But not everyone uses names.
this is where Jeannie will sit if she was on time.
I'm tired even though I slept. I'm like really tired today.
I can't possibly imagine why.
What does that mean? Because I was nightmaring.
No, like of course you're exhausted. She's overworking.
You're welcome. So, if you didn't, so I had some people that emailed me about the poinsettia. They're like, I did all the surveys. I didn't sit there and individually, well, I did for some people. And then I was like, I can't do this for everyone. If you did the surveys, you should have gotten the design.
No, every single person
Who did all three surveys.
who did all three surveys got the design.
We had
a bunch of people write that were like, I couldn't figure out the surveys.
If you couldn't figure out the surveys, I sent you the design.
So,
But if you did all the surveys,
is this today, 12/1? Yes,
12/1,
it is today. Did I put 11/1?
11:30. 11:30. So,
I changed that. Let's see.
So everyone who has done all three surveys should have gotten the design. And I sent it in
There
all
were
the formats.
236 people.
We did have an issue because some of you did not put your information in correctly.
You misspelled your email addresses, but all of it was fixed.
I don't know. I had something that said they were.
No, there were 4, and I fixed all 4.
Yeah, Patrick, he's a super
I
sleuth.
I
So he's
sleuthed
like,
it out.
he goes, I think she meant, and then he would fix them. So, so I think everyone is good. And then guess what? On Sunday, if you haven't done your surveys, or if you only did 2 of the 3 or 1 of the 3, Patrick's going to go through and send them out again. So you'll be able to get those. What else did we want to talk about?
We had all kinds of stuff to talk about when we were talking earlier.
We were going to talk about, we were on the Baby Lock website last night. And because somebody wanted to buy the 5x7 magnetic sashing frame.
They wanted to buy both.
And so we checked to see what Baby Lock had put up as to what machines it would be compatible for.
We actually told them yesterday
I
that
understand.
they weren't compatible.
The 5x7 magnetic sashing frame is showing compatible for all machines that have the slide-on hoops, all the way down to like the Aventura.
Yeah, the Aventura, well, or the Vesta, or
Yeah.
the Venta. So that said, we looked at the 7x12, and that still doesn't show anything but current machines, meaning Altair, Meridian, and only if they've been upgraded.
Oh yeah, the 5x7 showed that it worked like on the Destiny.
It worked on everything.
Yeah.
But the 7x12.
How about the 7x14?
The 7x14 is same. It's only on upgraded.
Oh
machines.
yeah, and it would be whatever has.
So basically Altair, Meridian, but only if those are upgraded. Altair and Meridian, and then the Altair Meridian 2 and machines above that. But like Destiny, Dream Machine, other machines that can accommodate a 7x12, Aerial, Journey, there's no update there. So we don't know. Once again, that was like, it was a weird thing, because essentially what happened is very early on, I accidentally received an email, meaning somebody accidentally sent me an email that talked about the fact that there was a conflict. A lot of dealers bought a lot of those 7x12 magnetic frames, not realizing that they weren't immediately going to work on the other 7x12 machines. And the email exchange via Brother was that it's okay, we're going to provide an update where all those other machines will work later. Very quickly, I got an email from Brother that was intentionally sent to me about a month later saying all those machines had been updated. It doesn't look like Baby Lock has followed suit. So I'm not sure exactly what that means. I don't know if it will happen in the future.
And maybe
you
can
always
wheel,
reach out to
the
Baby Lock
squeaky
and
wheel.
go, this is not cool.
We try not to be the squeaky wheel. But I was
lately I've been more the squeaky wheel because there's been more to squeak about.
Yeah, because it gets stuff done. Like in our own personal life, we try to be patient and not be the squeaky wheel.
Because we
But
deal with
sometimes-
squeaky wheels all the time.
Sometimes you just gotta squeak. You just gotta squeak, or something just doesn't get done. So if you want a 7x12 and you have a Baby Lock, you could, reach out to them and say, when is this going to be available for my machine? You would think they would want it to be available so that they could sell those hoops.
Well, I
with
think
those
the
machines.
philosophy is, if you don't give them the hoop, then they'll buy a new machine to get them the hoop.
Oh, got it.
So
Got it.
the exchange that I was on with Brother was like concern at the launch and dealers kind of going, we bought all kinds of these things because we're going to sell a ton of them for the other machines. And the response from Brother was very quickly like, it's coming. It's coming. I just am unaware of what's happening at Baby Lock, but I don't think the 5x7 worked initially too. So it may be that it's just coming in a future upgrade.
Oh, I did want to tell you, because I didn't even know about it, but the motif is up. So the hobbies one. So if you wanted to get that, I just put it up on the website last night. It is at a sale price of $75 instead of the $99. So it's a pre-order. Well, might be out at other shops. It's a pre-order at our shop because I didn't know about it. So it is ordered. It usually takes me a week. I think sometime next week, I'm hoping. Because I don't even know, is that like, I don't even know if they're shipping that yet. What do I know? I don't know anything about this. But it's really cute. I posted the pictures of the designs. Patrick showed me how to snag it. Didn't you?
How to snip it?
How to snip it. He showed me how to snip it, and so I was able to put it so you can actually see the designs that are going to be included in this. Don't forget the fills and motifs are only for the Solaris and the Luminaire. That's it. It doesn't work on any of the other machines, and it's more fills and line properties, which are the motifs.
So, Cheryl's asking about a new long arm machine. Cheryl, when you and I talk long arms, we'll be talking Bernina and Handy Quilter.
Yeah.
Handy Quilter
Did
makes
you know?
the long arm machines for Baby Lock, but we'll be working through one of our trusted partners on that one. And we're going to get you something that's all that much more exciting. So we will be talking about those.
Alice, the design comes from us. So if you've done all 3 surveys, you should have gotten your design. If you haven't done it yet, do it, because Patrick's going to be sending out the next batch on Sunday. But the poinsettia design...
Alice was in there, I think.
Alice was in there?
I think the...
Yeah, check. Make sure I'm not in your spam, because it went out to over 200 people.
I could have sworn that Alice was in there.
We could have gotten shoved into your spam folder. So I think Michelle uses Snagit. I tried to do it and I wasn't smart enough. So I
Snip.
couldn't. So then Patrick
Snip.
showed me Snippet. Snippet?
Snag it.
What?
It's Snippet.
I know, but there's another program
Well,
called
there's
Snagit.
has Snagit, which is part
Yeah.
of Camtasia Studio, so
Yes.
that's what I
So
use.
don't look at me like I'm stupid, Patrick.
I had never heard of
Snagit.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
I've used it for
Yes.
10 years.
Yeah, that's why I said that, Patrick. So, Christmas topper on my Christmas list.
So we will do our best. So let's talk just a little bit about the next 10 days. So Jeannie is
I'm
here
here
in the store today, tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then she is out
And then
possibly.
the wheels fall off
no,
the cart.
that's not true. Everything functions just fine.
Try and get your orders in now.
If you get your orders in, we are going to be doing our best. But this is what I've been talking about for the last couple of months, just going like, let's set realistic expectations. Everything that Jeannie does in the store, like 80 to 90% of that will then fall upon me. And I'm trying to run the store, which has been tremendously
crazy.
It's been slammed. And so as of today, no more same day service. I talked about that earlier in the week. We, at this point, machines that are coming to us right now should make it back to you before the holiday. But after like later next week, I don't know if I'll be able to guarantee that. Every day, it's people desperate for their stuff because their machines are failing when they're in the middle of their projects. I've seen a lot of really high mileage machines lately, like people coming in. And listen, remember, there's a reason we talk stitch counts. And the design was sent in every format.
Well, no, I didn't send it in DST.
But she's saying she got it in PES, but not JEF.
I sent it. It was sent in all of those. But email me. If for some reason you're having an issue, email me and I'll take care of it.
It was like 30 different design formats that were in there.
I didn't send DST and I didn't send, there was one other one that I didn't send because I never see, triple X. Are any of you triple X? I've never seen anyone, nobody has ever asked me for triple X. And what is triple X? Singer. Okay, nobody's ever asked me for that, so I didn't send it in those formats.
So,
Katie, do I have an order for you? Can you do it online? And let me see right now, because I will...
just email her the link. So, regarding stitch counts, like, I've seen some machines, like, that are experiencing the failures that we see when people run long stitch counts. And I've had a handful of people come in and go, I only serviced this 6 months ago, and I'm looking at the machine going, but like, yeah, there's 5.5 million stitches. So you always have to keep in mind how much you're sewing. Get a backup machine. It's a good time to do it. I'm in a deal making mood. We've been making some pretty crazy deals. So get a machine where if you had to service it at 3 million stitches, but you just can't give it up, you could put it off to your other machine. It's worth doing. Reach out, let us know. So no more same day service under any circumstances. Because I always get those people that are like, but it's me. It's just not fair to the people that have been patiently waiting. And normally when I'm less concerned about getting machines back to people, I will always make that exception. But Teresa Day is asking how to get the free designs. So you need to fill out, like in the YouTube descriptions, there's a link to a survey. You need to log in and take that survey. And essentially what I will be doing is downloading all the respondents' from December 1st on Sunday, and I will add you to a spreadsheet that I will then send out to people. And you guys are lucky I spent 20 years in the people sleuthing industry, like finding people and figuring out how to get in touch with people, because I successfully figured out all 4 people that misspelled their own emails.
Uh-huh. I saw it.
And I've seen it. There's a scene in the movie Half Baked.
I'm sure it's their favorite. I'm sure that's
It's
all
the
their-
Dave Chappelle weed movie. And there's a scene with, who's the dad from Bob Saget. And he's like, you can't get addicted to weed. Have you ever,
Bob
for
Saget.
weed? I used to, for another drug. And
Patrick!
there's a dude in the background that goes, and I seen it. And the whole movie is a massive crack up. But when that dude yells, I seen it, like, that is the funniest scene in the entire movie. And I told Alex this at one point. He'd never seen the movie. And I, like,
Ladies, put it on your Christmas
I was
watching
like,
list.
yeah, this has to do with today's giveaway. So the
We're giving away a bag of weed today. Now, will we get in trouble?
for giving away a bag of weed,
I probably go to jail, huh? It's federal. It's a federal. That's
you
like
can't
a
ship
federal
it across
offense.
state lines, but I think you could gift it. It's legal in Nevada. So the you have
man.
no idea how many. Ask Jeannie how many sewing machines come in
Oh yeah,
and they reek of weed.
yeah.
So I know a lot of you ladies like to sit back, little puff pass, sewing for the
Puff pass
little
at your guild.
sewing
Come
for
on,
the
tell
afternoon.
us at the guild. Is that what's
We
going
found
on?
weed in accessory trays so many times.
In vacuums.
We found weed in vacuums too. That I like, whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
But,
You
like,
got to clean up.
who would have ever guessed? You know, grandma's at home, high as a kite,
Need to relax
listening
a
to some
little.
Willie Nelson, sewing up some Kimberbell. Woo! So
Oh my god, Pat! Please don't
so
be offended.
I literally told Alex, like, he's like, what do you think the funniest movie of all time is? And I brought up this scene in Half Baked, and I'm like, I think that movie is so funny from beginning to end, and it's definitely a movie.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
You've seen it like 9 times. You're just too high to remember.
Oh, that is not true. That is not. That is not true. Patrick! God.
So I tell him about this scene, and then he goes home and he watches the movie, and he's like, oh my God, that scene's so funny. And then a couple of days later, there are entire websites that are dedicated to, and I've seen it.
And there's, like,
I
the
wasn't
t-shirt
the only
and
people. I
person.
wasn't the only person
Who thought that was funny?
who thought that was so funny.
We should change the
I should
subject
actually
now.
have a
Let's,
T-shirt that says, and I seen it.
Let's maybe we'll make it for you on the Skin and Cut.
I saw a marijuana amnesty box at O'Hare coming from Texas. I was very surprised.
Hey Lynn, the demo design will not be put onto your Kimberbell library.
And I sent it to Lynn. You were somebody who did several of those twice.
I seen
and
it.
I seen it.
Yeah, he was like, Lynn did her survey 3 times. And I peeked over and I seen it. I'm just kidding with you. But you will never, this poinsettia design, do not lose it. It will never be in your Kimberbell account. Because Kimberbell is kind of gave this as an opportunity to the retail stores to do the demos and to make kits for it and be their foot soldiers with demoing to our customer base, I guess. So, yes, it will never be on there. It will just be a design that we have sent you, or your local dealer if you did it through your local dealer.
Katie's asking about the jar toppers reindeer mouse.
I emailed it to you.
Those are on
Katie,
the website.
I emailed it to you, and you should have gotten an email. I had sent an email to everybody once that design went up. So, am I in your spam? Don't want to be there, but so you should have gotten an email, and that was, yeah. I sent an email saying that the kits will ship out on
Come here.
the 5th because we're just waiting for one more thing to finish the kits. We brought the good boy today. The good boy is here. This is our baby Momo. Poppy, the bad one, we sent to school because she's been really destructive. I had somebody waiting for your transport tape. Well, guess what? Poppy chewed it up.
We got the transport tape yesterday.
Yes, I got more tape, but she had chewed it up. And then
Right.
at one point, I look over and she has jumped up onto the sewing table. She's just standing there like a little billy goat. And then I pulled her off, and then 2 minutes later, she was back up there. She ate my pizza. I had to go and demo, and yes, I did leave it on the table. But next thing I know, she was, and you know how fast they eat when they're not supposed to have something.
They're like,
It was gone like that.
So
So we chose to send her to school today and
all
bring
right.
the good boy here.
So do we have any other things to talk about?
We don't. I'm going to be getting all your orders. So if you were waiting for your mini quilts, today's the day. Everything just takes longer around the holidays. So the rest of those are going to go out today. If you're waiting for your What's the Buzz, I don't know why. I was talking to my Kimberbell rep, and they've been dealing with like issues on their end too. So I don't think that's going to go out until next week, and I'm so sorry. Normally I get my stuff in 2 days. We should have had that already. I called her in just like a little bit of panic, like, hey, I'm really used to getting all this stuff. My other orders that I placed after have arrived. And she's like, oh, for some reason those aren't going to be there for a week. So, but poinsettia kits, we should be getting the rest of those out. I don't think we're really waiting. There's some Christmas list stuff. So if you're waiting for that,
We're
some of that you might be waiting
ordering
for.
some of the Christmas list stuff. Let's talk expectations of Christmas list. I have a kid who's coming home probably on the 11th.
Our child.
Who's going to be working with us to like package and ship.
I should be back by then.
Yes.
What's
but
the date today?
Today's the 1st.
Okay.
You're not going to be back by the 11th because your treatment is.
I'm going to be back. Might be directing. Like, I might be in the inclined. I'm going to bring a bed in.
No.
I'm going to bring
You
a
will
bed
not
in
be
here.
this.
I can lay in the bed.
So she's going to be out from at least the 7th to the 17th, at least. And so
The 7th.
that's when your treatment is.
Next week.
So
I won't be here on the 11th.
We are going to do our best to get everything out, but it's going to be a challenge. So,
hey, the easiest way, Joanne, is just go to our promotions. So if you go to our website and go to promotions, that's usually the latest and greatest. And both the round pillow kit and the pillow blank are on there. Part of me was thinking, should I wait a little bit? What if you do some more orders? Because you don't need that round pillow kit until January. We're not going to do.
and
That's
you
a
and I will end up
January.
doing like a bunch of shipping over the holiday.
Yeah, and that way, if you want something else, I can, put it together, and that way you
And-
don't have to pay as much shipping.
And we are open through the 22nd, but then we are done. We are closed. We always close between Christmas and New Year's. Because Jeannie has a treatment on the 28th, we are closing Friday the 22nd and not reopening until Tuesday the 2nd. Because I want to maximize Jeannie's good times with the kids. I have a daughter who's leaving on the 1st. She's going to go hang with her friends rather than hang with mom and dad.
Yeah, she's taking off. She's like a big girl now. Remember taking your big girl trips? I never could. I was always so scared to even ask. I'd be like, get my stomach be like, and then now I'd be like, just to even ask to go. My parents didn't let me out of the house. So I
know
would
why.
ignore him. Ignore him. So I would come from college and I would be like, my friends would be, we're going to go to the movies. And all day I'd be like, oh my God, I got to ask if I can go to the movies. Are they going to say yes or no? So my kids ask and I'm like, yeah, go do it. I want you to have the most excellent time ever. Right? And I feel
Our
like
children are spoiled.
they're so lucky. Because I don't know if some of you had strict parents, but mine were it was the borderline like, anyhow, that's for another day.
Let's talk giveaway. So if there's anybody new who's watching, we do a giveaway every Friday. This week we do have a question. What are we giving away this week, Jeannie?
We're going to give one of these Baby Lock organizers away. And this is kind of nice because, and I think this is on the website too, but it's a thread organizer. You're sewing. It's called the Baby Lock Exclusive Mini Carry Case with Thread Carrier Trace, and it's 2-tiered. So you have one tier, like down on the bottom, and then you build it up with like these little legs and everything, and then it's 2-tiered. So if you're gonna go on a retreat, or you're gonna be, or you just want to organize it in your room, in your sewing room, and it fits a lot. And doesn't it look like those, like your cosmetic bag? You know when you had those, your kit. I used to call it the kit and caboodle when I used to wear makeup. I used to
Every day.
I'd be all made up and sassy, wear my high heel shoes. We don't do that anymore. I live in Reno. It's casual here, right?
You're just so naturally
I'm just so natural. So, and then the other thing we're going to give away is we're going to give away another Sensa Smart Box. You could actually get rid of this.
What is grand prize?
Sensa Box. This is going to be your grand,
item.
because this is what, like $120 or something. And this is, it's just a really nice set. So if you were going to go somewhere.
So it's like,
talk about Okotex.
Well, it's sustainable, meaning it's naturally sourced.
It's lyocell.
Well, it's made out of plant.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
So, but it's Okotex certified, meaning it's like all natural, safer for the environment, doesn't have bad dyes, all that stuff.
What weight is this
So
thread?
this is the way it works. We ask a question. For those of you that are talking in this chat window over here, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, that all happens down here, and then hit the bell icon. That way you find out when we're doing live streams, sew along, stuff like that. But and you can do that on Facebook and on YouTube. I think we're up to 42 or 4,300.
Can you use this on your embroidery machine? You can use whatever thread. Like you could use cotton thread if you wanted something to have
it
like
is
more.
embroidery thread. It's
This
quilting,
is embroidery?
quilting and embroidery thread. So it is a cottonized synthetic thread.
Yeah, go ahead. So this would be a great set to take with you if you needed both. If you needed both sewing
That's good
and
colors.
embroidery.
It's like mostly primary colors.
Yeah.
And so the chat that's going on in the window over there, that is not where you want to answer the question. When the live stream ends, you answer down here. Because right now there are 83 viewers. We only do this off of what is in the YouTube comments, so keep that in mind. And, come Tuesday or Wednesday, normally we have like 500 people have watched. Only about 100 of you actually comment. So,
Well, what's the question?
normally we have somewhere around like 100 to 115 people that comment. So either you just don't feel like commenting or you don't know how. That's why we describe it every week. So when the live stream ends, between now and Tuesday, you answer the question down here.
You can answer multiple times.
And you can answer multiple times. A lot of you do. But it only pulls unique commenters. So it screens out the multiples.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, so do you get screened out totally?
No. But
But it
like if
doesn't
you
take-
answer like 2 or 3 times, it only pulls one of your comments
Okay.
into the. So, the question is, what is your favorite holiday or Christmas movie?
Yep.
So how about you?
I gotta say, it was tough because I really love is it the Christmas Story? That one?
With the Red Ryder BB gun?
But my favorite is Elf. I was just like giggling here thinking about Elf and like the raccoon and then the snowball fight. And,
Santa!
Oh my God, that movie is the funniest movie me, it's got to be Elf. And Patrick?
It's like a toss-up between A Christmas Story, the one that she just talked about, because I watched that movie from the time I was like, I was probably like 8 or 10 years old when that movie came out, but I watched it every year with my dad, and then but it's A Wonderful Life. Like that's just such an
Patrick
amazing
does
movie.
love that movie. Michelle said her favorite was
White Christmas.
White Christmas, and that she tortured the family every year.
They
Like
had to sit and watch it, or they got no presents.
I have never watched White Christmas, so maybe that's what.
It's a fun one.
Maybe
Also, there's
is it a
like,
funny one?
Isn't it National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation or something like
Nah.
that?
It's a National Lampoon's Christmas.
Yeah, I don't know if I've
Family
ever. I
Christmas.
think I probably watched that. Maybe I have to
That one was funny.
revisit
When
that
they
one
had
too.
grandma
Lori,
tied to the
what's
top of
yours
the car or
favorite?
something.
Oh, I don't know. I think the same one all you guys are watching.
Yeah.
Pretty
So,
similar. It's pretty similar, yeah.
so go ahead and let us know what your favorite.
But remember,
movie is.
don't answer where you're talking right now. When the live stream ends, a comment window will appear below, and you'll have all weekend to answer.
Favorite
So-
movie and why?
Yeah, why? Like, you can't just go, oh, I like this movie.
You gotta tell us why. Why? We want to know why it's your favorite movie.
I
too.
like so with
There's so many funny scenes in Elf.
so with the with A Wonderful Life, like that was one that I watched. Like I never could get into it, and then once I got older, knowing it was my dad's favorite movie, I was like I was probably in my 40s. It was on, like, because it's on every minute of every day on some channel.
Yeah.
And then I watched it, and I was like crying at the end, like,
Thinking about your dad.
well, not just that, but like, oh my God, like, yeah, this movie's amazing.
So we are going to get to work, be creative, make something awesome. Guess what I plan on doing this weekend? Finish my nativity pillow, and I'll film it because I know some people have been waiting for that. And I am gonna try and do. Prep for mini quilt. I'm not gonna schedule anything. I think it'll just go up when it's gonna go up. And I still have to do Cutie's table topper, November table topper. So there's a lot that I can work on this weekend. And I'll be posting some videos. So have a great weekend. If you need anything, reach out and we